Game Yu-Gi-Oh! Genesis podcast. I'm your host, Bragg. I'm here with Logan.
Hello.
Long time no see.
Genesis is a biblical word.
Not with that. Not
with this spelling, though.
Big day. Big day for Yu-Gi-Oh! We
Huge.
finally have another format that actually has a bit of legs to it, possibly, maybe?
Hopefully, I think it's got a chance to get up.
Yeah.
They're trying hard. They're promoting it more than they've promoted any other format.
Yeah. I mean, they probably could have done a little bit more, also been a bit clearer on it, but we'll get to
our ins and outs.
So yeah, Genesis. We now have a points system ban list, so no cards banned. We go to points. So something akin to
7-point Highlander bit.
exactly. Yeah, and
If 7 point had 170 points.
and some tabletop games and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, for the most point, 7 point.
Wasn't Heraclix points based originally?
Yes, it was. Yeah, they're
throwback.
stealing ideas from HeroClix.
Someone needs to make that game relevant.
Those are the days.
Such a niche reference.
So, and the big kicker is Links and Pendulums banned.
How do you feel about that?
We're going to lead? Yeah, we should lead with that. I mean,
I feel like that's the biggest thing.
I think it's what the masses probably want.
To me, I was thinking about kind of the last few big things they've done as Konami, and like one of them was changing the way Edison formats and time with it formats played.
Yep.
I was like, okay, so they've kind of destroyed the olden players' game.
Yeah.
And this now feels like it's like their chance of like, we did that purposely. There was a vision. This is where you now play.
You know what? That didn't even occur to me, that the reason they were gutting it and changing it up. But also, I mean, the infrastructure for the other formats is still there.
It's still there, but it's like, I think they did like a bit of a soft burnout to kind of go, okay, if you're disenfranchised with time with it, this is now where we want to point you. Now, I don't think it's going to work that way, because I think the problem with that is you're still trying to promote them to buy a new product.
And they
don't want to do that.
Yeah, and these are new cards.
The best decks are still going to be, as we're going to get to, the new decks. In theory.
I quite like Links. I quite like Pendulums. Obviously, I don't know, the state of the game at the moment isn't that bad.
Yeah.
But in saying that, it is a little bit too complicated. I mean, so is looking up a list of cards and doing calculations of points to figure out what you can play and can't play.
Yeah.
But
someone getting into Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not going to start with Genesis. I don't think so.
You don't think that's why they called it Genesis?
No, I think they just love the gospel of Jesus Christ. And they really... no, but I think...
Ignoring the testament that was in.
I think...
Genesis isn't the gospel!
I think if you're a new player, you're going to come into standard Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah.
Because it's the simple way. You're not looking up a points-based thing.
This is probably more for the Spencers of the world who messaged me like within minutes, which is kind of wild that this is landing on his desk. He usually is not across this stuff, but
was kids who maybe seen it?
Yeah, but if it's already hit him, I imagine a lot of other Yu-Gi boomers out there are across it.
Right, I'll be real. I have been so disenfranchised with Yu-Gi-Oh! And if you're listening to this, Konami, who organised the judges for YCS Sydney, I love Yu-Gi-Oh! Please keep me on it. But I've been so disenfranchised by Yu-Gi-Oh! In its state of play that it was this announcement that went, that's something I would actually be keen to play.
And then messaged me asking to do a podcast.
Now, is that because I just like my cards being off the ban list and I like playing Lightsworn?
Yes.
Kind of. No Lightsworn cards are there, just Snow at 85. Yes, but also I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Now just is so different to Yu-Gi-Oh! I grew up learning.
Yeah.
And that's a boomer opinion, and I'm not boomer age. I'm 25.
I do take issue. I mean, obviously it's a new format. We've got a new set, new ban list. But this format currently is probably one of the more healthier ones to introduce this crazy...
I think so too. But I think just over time I've gone, wow, this game is just so different. Even to like my favourite formats, like I love Trick Striker, and that's like hand rip on turn 1 turbo. But like
Well, there's a few
There's
hand
a
rips in
few
here that
hand
you
rips
can't do
in
again.
here that you can't do, but like, I don't know. And I guess I'm just getting into that weird boomer phase I used to make fun of when I was like in my early 20s at people. But this is exciting to me because it's like, oh, now there is an alternative that is, one, accessible,
Yeah,
but also it's got the ability to be flexible because you don't have to play at 100 points at your local OTS.
yes, I was gonna get to that when we talked about the points, and I have a few ideas in that scenario as well. So yeah, I mean that pretty much covers it of why they're doing it. If it's going to bring old people back,
Yeah, and I think
pendulums, links, get rid of them. And
I
also,
love links.
Link,
Hate pendulums.
Links breaks so many design, like it limits card design.
It limits card design, but also it makes old cards more busted.
And also, people just don't care to read pendulum effects. So,
Yeah, well, how do you explain to someone who hasn't played since Edison format? How do you put a spell and trap monster? Like, how do you explain that? They don't want to learn. They just want to do their thing.
So then coming out of the gate, we're going to do an event at Anaheim. Big prizes on the line. Starlight's an old SJC prize card, a giant card. I wonder if they're going to wrap in that custom giant card into that idea as well.
Am I correct in thinking that this will be going congruently to the proper...
At Anaheim, yes.
Yeah, okay. So you have to pick, do you play the major event or...
Yeah, or you can just drop it. I mean, then again, you get double game loss. Well, here's the thing as well, is how time rolls in it. Doing this to try and get back some goodwill after the time rule change.
Do you not like the time rule change? I'll be real, as a judge, I love the time rule change.
Of course, it makes it easier.
It's so much better. Do you want to be... What do you hate about YCSs in history? When they drag, right? When your game finishes 15 minutes in because you drew dud hands, and you have to wait the extra 45 minutes after the 45-minute round because some idiot...
I don't think any of the issues I've ever had with delays has been in relation to gameplay. It's usually been a judge call, like investigating something real sus. Someone spilled coffee on a computer. People showed up later, went missing. That's the time rules.
Sure. I think time rules are good. I think they're going to always be imperfect, to be clear.
Apparently this has been the work for 2 years, and I do wonder why they held off till now and not Worlds 2 weeks ago. Like, what was the last little bits of the bow that they wanted to all wrap up?
They want to test a bit more canine? Because if that's the reason, they should have done a bit more.
Yeah, so early lists, what's going to be good, we can speculate, we can get all that. Yeah, Canine Vanquish Soul
is 99 points. So you can flex that one slot.
With no links though, I'm wondering if that's why R&D decided not to hit any more because just they don't have links. Vanquish Soul do nothing.
It doesn't make I do think
Which is incorrect.
I do think they didn't test the newer card as much, and I'm interested to see how that develops.
Yeah,
because on one hand, I'm like, okay, does this mean that they now need to R&D a bit more for this format? Because you can't just let a set come out and then suddenly all the sets will have like the best cards at 0 points.
Yeah.
So unless maybe there's a delay in the card release for GENESYS, that could be an interesting take on it.
Yeah, I don't remember hearing anything different or reading anything different.
I don't think there is, but I think that might
they
be...
could pre-hit stuff.
Well, that's why I'm questioning. Like,
so, because if we do get these monthly points changes, which almost certainly will not happen.
No way.
If we get a January points change, like announced in those first few days, I will be flabbergasted.
In January,
that's a word I use in 2025. Yeah, there's
no. Well, that's a fair few months. That's good.
I don't know. In 4 months' time, I just don't see them carrying that much to work on a holiday.
If they do 3 times a year updates to the list, I think this could stay a healthy format.
But they say every month. It's just I just don't.
Do
yeah.
Where's that? On their post or on the website?
One of the posts I have read it in a text form, and I've also heard it.
Go here to read up on info. Here we go. Okay. Let's see.
He's just fact checking me. No, they say every month.
I'm gonna hold it.
But they. Here we go.
What if I create the next great deck? It's the first thing that comes up. You did. It was Canine Vanquish Soul. You did it. Why do I point system at all? Here we go. You introducing Yu-Gi-Oh! Genesis? That's got to be it.
Otherwise,
I like their answer of who that's for.
Boomers.
Because it generally is boomers. looking for a less complicated game, so old style Yu-Gi-Oh.
I just don't see.
Who are new to the game? Lie. It's definitely not targeting for the new player. Who
Well,
always had a favorite deck and want their favorite deck to be a little bit more competitive. Boomers.
Unless your favorite deck is Tyrannon
Just play Lights One. It's kind of the same.
or Zoo.
Anybody looking for a new experience or change of pace? I don't know if it will be that different. Duels who love
Actually,
deck-building
that's a
challenges.
point to touch on. So, are we here again? I've seen it said a couple times. Also, a lot of people aren't buying into this bullshit of, will this slow the game down?
No.
Because we've heard this before, and funnily enough, when links were introduced,
No.
it will slow the game down. Now we're getting rid of links, and now all of a sudden the game's going to get slow again.
You
Don't we remember, people?
You're also getting rid of hand traps because you have to pay 15 points for your hand traps, and that's for one copy of one hand trap.
2 maxis, alright. I didn't actually.
Yeah, that's all your points.
I didn't look up Ash.
Ash is 15.
What's Ghost?
I don't know what Ghost is, but Ash and Imperm are like 15 each.
Ogre's 5.
Okay, that's not bad. I think the game will be slower than current Yu-Gi-Oh, but not by much. Like, I think you're going to go back to like maybe a couple years pace.
We're going back to. Well, I mean, we're going back to 2017.
Yeah.
No, pens are there.
I think you're at the 2017 pace without pendulums.
Yes.
So I think you're at the ABC.
So probably 2014.
Yeah, I think you're at
No,
the.
2014 is slow as hell.
I think you're at the pace of like maybe a D.
Are we getting 10-turn games?
No, I don't think you are.
Huh.
I think look at like when DDs got released, or like before Zoo, that pace I think will be around here, which is dangerous because that deck was fucking crazy.
I love the timing of like we're just releasing a huge pendulum buff deck, which doesn't really work. And then also doing this at the same time. Poor Doom and Dimensions, it really does suck as a set.
What might be interesting to see is how this as a format impacts card design going forward in the new sets.
Oh yeah.
Because if the new best decks are like heavily pendulum and link focused,
Yeah.
it's like the best decks in standard format, advanced constructed, but I'm going to say standard format because it's way better than advanced constructed. If the best decks in standard format require you to play the links a bit more, like the links become more relevant, which I don't know if I'll love that for standard, but it would be interesting to then see how there's two separate kind of metas.
Yeah.
Because you have these link decks, and maybe the fourth or fifth best deck archetype in a set is really bad in advanced constructed standard, but is suddenly really good for this format. So that could be interesting to see how they play that. But that implies that this format's going to last more than a month.
Yes.
Which, knowing Yu-Gi-Oh players, they'll get unhappy with one decision, and this deck thing will die.
I wonder how long it's going to take till it's solved. Like, until this is solved.
Well, it was the same problem we had in Magic when they released that version of Commander for, like, Standard. Do you remember what that was called? Like, it wasn't... Not Brawl, because Brawl's the Arena. There was a version of that before Arena that was played in real life where there was, like, a mono blue commander who just became 97% of the decks that was played. And the format became fucking terrible.
So we're gonna be all on Vanquish. I mean, I don't think this.
Well, if you own it, you might as well. If you're going to go to an event, you might as well just play Vanquish.
Yeah, true. Yeah, the results, not not the play at locals, because I reckon the play at locals you'll get bullied out of, not bullied as such. More, there'll be pressure to go. Oh, I'm not going to play this deck this week because I'm kind of sick of meta.
Well, I think that's what they've tried to make really clear on their website, right? Like, who's it for? It's for the less complicated game. It's for the people who enjoy a challenge. It's for a change of pace. They're trying to tell you your local arena should be for playing your old favorites.
Yeah, but
now that's not going to happen because Yu-Gi-Oh players are scum.
Why does this change of pace have Gladiator Proving Ground at 33 points?
It's busted. Wait, if you want a real change of pace, put Mystic Mind to 30 points and let me play 3 of it. I'll slow the pace right down. There's already lists all around.
The approach to the floodgates and mine, I do commend.
I do love it. You get one.
It's interesting to see official acknowledgement of these cards are toxic and no one wants to play with them.
Jesse Cotton on his video made a good point. He's like, so what you're saying to me is, you know what people want in real Yu-Gi-Oh! You just don't want to do it.
Yeah.
It's like all the SDK cards, all the floodgates. You're happy to like put the point of like, there can only be one.
Yeah, but some people like playing that way.
Sure. those people can...
As I said on the podcast before, what's the difference between skill drain and you opening up a 6 negate combo? Off a one card 6 negate combo. Like, come on.
The likelihood of my opponent opening up hand traps to interact with me on my turn, and the fact that Yummy can do that in between. Surely it's more interactive for me to open up one card that has the ability to be interrupted versus the opponent opening up one skill drain.
Yeah, well,
with the format being that, you know, MST is not played in your deck
anymore. I mean, I'm not that entirely tied to the opinion. It's just...
No, neither. But now I'm dying on this hill, so...
I'm very sad about... I wonder when testing they figured out Gladiator Beast is actually insane.
Yeah, there are a few interesting picks on the list.
What are you going to play first up?
Oh, I'm going to play Lights On. I think I'm going to build Lights On, and I'm going to see how many people decide to play Shifter at 3 because it's at 5 points, and I'm going to not play this game again.
Shifter, I imagine will be the an early first change. Nothing else really had jumped out at me. If anything does, comment below and we can get into it.
I think like the zoo cards being a bit heavily priced, I think is interesting.
Actually that helps. I think Zoo's a template for, hey, you want to play a bit higher? As soon as I saw this, within 5 minutes, I messaged 4 people saying 420 points, let's do it. Everyone else didn't want it, so...
420 Blade, that would be good. From Red Cyber Falcon days.
Yeah.
There's 505 cards on this list.
Now...
That's a big list.
So you say Cyber Falcon.
Yeah.
How about another approach to this is you have crack cards that are minus. So therefore... Because I wanted to get to a minus 800. And so you have to do the math and have enough minus cards to get to a certain threshold. Then you can also then add in good cards, but you'd have to run bad cards to minus.
I like that for the local scene.
I don't know how we're getting to minus 800.
I don't know how you get to minus 800. Like, what's the worst card you can play?
Oppressed people.
Bad aim. That's pretty bad. Although I know people who've played bad aim by choice. So.
He always goes to this well. Anything else jump out? Oh man, so Metamorphosis, I can play 3.
Oh yeah, I thought it was interesting. Like some of the things picked up. Like I think there's some cards that are weirdly priced. Like the Pot of Greed being at 30 points and Graceful Charity at 40. But then you've got things like Delinquent Duo, which is another banned card, but that's at 100 points.
Yeah, Duo, I mean...
Duo seems unfairly priced.
Pot of Greed, for me, promotes your own gameplay. Delinquent Duo destroys your opponent's gameplay. So that might be
But Pot of Greed... Like, yes, I agree, I understand, but if you open Pot of Greed, or Graceful Charity, or you draw one off the other, that is cracked.
Yes.
If you Delinquent Duo me for 2, and I play Pot of Greed... I don't feel that bad.
Oh, and by now there's also like a pretty well publicized Exodia list getting around, which looks
fairly solid.
Looks solid. I'm sure it won't have an 100% win rate, but also it's not.
It's going to lose to the person who plays 3 Ash and decides that their deck doesn't need the rest of the points.
Wow. Yeah, maybe just play 3 Ash.
I do think like a lot of the cards around Lights On will hit hard.
Prez and Ritual at 60 is wild.
I thought Thunder King Ryo was kind of low, to be honest. 20 points. I think you can build an anti-meta deck with Ryo.
Oh, yeah, go back to the old days where I can only afford 1 Ryo.
Toad being 20 and Bahamut Shark 81.
Yeah, so that's the thing.
They get it. They know what they're doing.
Eventually, I would like to have the math of how they went. Oh, no, reasoning's this because this is this. Oh, Regenesis is 33 points. I was going to play Regenesis in Genesis.
I feel like the tier elements are overpriced as well. Like
Regenesis isn't even that good a card.
I feel like the tier elements could have been lower. I think Kit Colors could stay at 50, but the fact that every single one of them is 50 makes the deck pretty much unplayable at the proper level. So again, if K9 is able to be played at 99 points for pretty much the entire deck, and tier element for 1 copy of each of them is 50, 100, it's 250 points. Something there is imbalanced.
Well, I mean, I think Tier's a better deck than...
Yeah, but Tier 250 versus full K9 at 99?
Yeah, but full K9's...
That's imbalanced. Tier element, I think you should be able to play.
What?
I think Merly, Shiren, and Hamness should all be...
Oh, Paradise Smash should also... Paradise Smash is going too.
Yeah.
Like...
True. True.
101 points, please.
Please. Supreme King Starving Venom. Only 1 point. I like it.
Other decks I wanted to play in this, like, it's annoying because a bunch of my decks I have gotten that I have really enjoyed have gotten link support, and I have developed plays and thoughts and stuff around that. The one link that your archetype gets is pity. Yeah. I imagine you can think you know exactly the archetype I'm talking about. So I'm going to have to settle on Exorcist stuff.
Exorcist, I think, will be good. Yeah. I'm interested to see if decks like Altergeist or Subterra find their place, because without Floodgates, do they still have a home?
We'll bring in some control traps. Like, there's going to be so many. Like, I will want to get a budget version of, like, going, hey, let's say, like, off the top of my head, Compulsory back in the day was just a good value card that
Bottomless Trap Hole.
Not amazing. It's not completely removing the threat. There's other cards like Mirror Force and stuff that get banned in place of it. Where I wonder what cards in here are going to be punching above their weight. Where it's, hey, it's not a great card, but it's 0 points.
Solemn Scalding. It's on the only Solemn card not on here.
Yeah, but Scalding sucks.
Scalding's bad. What else is on here?
Angel 07 at 100s.
Nah, I love it. Return from Different Dimension is right.
All the Bistials.
Red Reboot. How many points is Red Reboot? Surely that's 100. 50.
So,
that's half.
Should we start it at locals?
I think everyone should give this a chance. I think it is only good for Yu-Gi-Oh! To have multiple formats that are viable. So we need to be able to, at the very least, we need to be giving this a shot. And at the local scene, it is flexible enough that you can adapt it. If it's like, if you get to the point where it's like K9 is over destroying everyone because it's 99 points and it's too good, the beauty of this is you can change the points at your local scene. Go, hey, if we can't convince the one K9 player to not play K9 because he's, I bought my cards and I know that there'll be someone at our scene who'll do that.
Azuna, like 80.
Then we'll go to like 200 points, and suddenly there's decks that are way more viable. Like at 200 points, Lightsworn is genuinely probably insane.
Is Butterfly Dagger Element at 1?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So then, what's Gearfried at then?
Gearfried is literally just started as Gearfried.
Yeah.
It's not on here.
Fiberjar.
Gearfried's not on here.
So
is Brilliant Fusion on here?
Huh.
Oh.
So there's some, like, surely there's a spell counter way.
Oh, Brilliant Fusion is on here. How much does Brilliant Fusion cost me?
Yeah, it's cheap.
How cheap? 33. That's not cheap.
Yeah, 33's.
No, I'm not playing.
So yeah, you're right. 33 isn't cheap.
That's for 3 of them. That's 99 points.
Yeah,
that's cooked. I can play 3 Brilliant Fusion and 1 Butterfly Dagger.
So I mean, don't know what you're getting there with that.
Block Dragon though, that speaks to me. Block Dragon BA. The old deck that was around for a while.
Oh, in only your possession.
No, it was around Bill's Links because he played Cherubini. So it's not around in this format because BA doesn't work with Cherubini.
Yep.
But
no PK.
Burning Abyss Fire Lake. That's probably too slow. I think that'll be too slow for this format.
Yeah, it's actually what's Spell and Trap Destruction at? Because. So where's the heavy?
This has just evolved into us like looking at this loose and going, what is good?
Yeah, that's why I wanted to try and get the stuff out of the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think like moving us back onto like a bit more of a discussion, I suppose. Like, do you think that this will get buy-in at your local scene?
We've seen so many custom formats. Like we've tried like.
What was the commander?
It's very obvious. I'm past trying to drive locals, and it hasn't needed to be done. And it drives itself now.
Well, yeah, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy of bad players.
Jake too. No, sorry, Jake.
Stand by.
He's not watching this back.
He doesn't even know this is happening.
He will. He'll sense it.
He knows.
Actually, they're due to be in here with dinner soon. We're recording this while Yu-Gi-Oh! Locals is going on, by the way.
Yeah, because it's not a real format. It's not Genesis. I can't wait for that divide to happen, where people who are boomers who used to play Edison will be like, that's not my format, Genesis.
I mean, a perfect world, it would be 20... Like, you have 20 Yu-Gi-Oh! Players in the room, like two tournaments of 10.
Yeah.
So then you've got a healthy locals, and you're not playing a dumbass long tournament.
For all those local game stores.
I'd almost look at the pod and go, oh, all right, that mob's playing tonight. All right, I'm going over here.
I think that's going to be the problem with Genesis, is that for our local scene, for example, and your local scenes might be similar, they might be different, let us know. But, like, we have 2 nights of Yu-Gi-Oh! A week already. One of them struggles to kind of get off the ground anyway.
Yeah, Sundays is gone.
So, like, where does this fit into the week? Does the other local store in our area say, we will support Genesis? And then does our Yu-Gi-Oh! Scene support the other local store that they don't support them? But, like...
Well, the other local store has to jump through some hoops. I mean, I want to get in this with an official judge. I'm not tipping my hand to you.
I mean, I already talked to Smack about it, so I'm probably getting kicked off the judge team anytime soon.
This will be a very redacted podcast.
No, it won't.
We're back to redacting your stuff.
I haven't been around for like 6 months. What have you been redacting? You notice how I haven't
I'm saying I'm doing a throwback to when I used to have to edit these podcasts because you nuts will be like, oh, cut that out.
Yeah. You notice how I haven't swore on this podcast? It's because I made a biblical reference. The Lord is with me. He's holding me to account.
I mean, the Lord's always with you.
And
my shade.
The Lord be with you, and also with you. And also with you, who spelled Genesis properly. I want to know why it's spelled Genesis with a Y.
Why?
I want to know if there's an actual explanation.
We're asking why.
Or is it... Shut your mouth. Yeah. Anyway, I think we should give this a chance. I hope that every local store gives it a chance. I hope that Konami gives itself a chance by watching the result of this weekend. I actually think that's why they've put it out going, we're going to have a tournament this week to see how quickly the format gets busted. And then they'll come out quickly and go... That's why I think they've given themselves that month.
Yeah.
The format will happen. This event will get crazy. A month from now, whatever became the best deck out of that event is going to get smashed. And then we'll see again a new format.
I wouldn't mind trying to build those Rivalry Warlord decks on the side just to have extra decks around for people to have a crack at.
Yeah.
They were pretty not good. But
I
do need templates. I need deck lists. I need recipes. I need a net deck.
That was the other thing I was going to say.
Because I'm not building 20 decks by myself.
Do you think there will be a... If this gets off the ground, does it become its own thing? Like, do we see Yu-Gi tubers purely for Genesis? Because for Speed Duel, there's purely Speed Duel kind of people now. For Duel Links...
I mean, there's purely Master Duel and purely Duel Links.
Master Duel.
They
are diversifying their portfolio. Those things have happened.
$1 for the jar, but there's purely Domain...
What's the $1 for the jar? I haven't been here for so long.
Kurt banned the word domain because he got so mad at domain format, which is why we didn't do any more domain content really, because the games we played weren't
fun.
Weren't that fantastic. Needed to workshop that a little bit more.
Similarly to this format, it got figured out pretty quickly and became pretty unfun.
Yeah. Which I think this being a little bit more flexible will make it go a lot further.
I think the beauty of this is going to see how people, if they can figure out how to stop decks like K9 Vanquish Self from being under the 100-point system, where everything ends up being like Zodiac and stuff has to be like, okay, how do I pick what my points will be, where I'm definitely sacrificing something, but I can pick what I'm sacrificing. So I might sacrifice playing the Rat combo variant of Zoo because I want to play Dryden in my deck.
Yeah.
Or I might want to play a bit more of a new school kind of Zeus Dryden.
Or I'll beg people to play 250 so I can play full power Zoo.
True. But you might choose to play like Zeus Zodiac.
Yeah.
And so you don't need Rat here.
I forgot what Zeus is at.
Zeus, I forgot what Zeus is at too. But Zeus, if Zeus is at 50, then that's doable.
Zeus will be huge.
What's it actually called? Divine Arsenal, right? It's just Zeus.
Divine
Arsenal Zeus Sky Thunder is 20 points. That's nothing.
No, that is nothing.
You can play 3 Zeus for 60. You don't need to play Dryden.
So without the Dryden and the Rat,
Dryden's only 20. So you can play 3 Zeus, 1 Dryden.
1 Barrage.
And 1 Barrage. 60. No, you can't. That's 80. That's 110 points.
Wait, what's Barrage at?
33.
Oof, never mind.
But you could play 2 Barrage, 2 Zeus.
Yeah.
You probably don't need 2 Zeus. I don't think you need 3 Zeus.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about bumping up the Zeus count. Zeus deck.
I think Zeus decks definitely work.
Oh god, that's gonna make people mad. Yeah, there's gonna be that people point to links and pens as being an issue, those boomers, but they haven't
They don't know that these things are.
there's effect monsters that are a problem as well.
But I think the people who are problematic with links and pendulums will be okay with busted effect monsters. It's the change of the game, and I think this is where I was getting to with like, even for me, like the game has changed so much. Even with I was used to links and that, but just the way that they've been used now is so different.
Yeah.
For people before that, who are like the boomers before I was a boomer, it's like, okay, pendulum completely changed the way the game was played. Links, when they first came in, completely changed the way the game played. And so for these guys, they'll see busted cards and they'll go, that card's busted. I remember when Black Rose was busted. Like, it'll just be the new busted card, but the same mechanic of the game. I mean,
Black Rose does say destroy.
Like, that's, I think, what's going to happen. But, look, all of this is to say, I'm excited that there's something different, and I hope that players will give it a chance, that Konami will give itself a chance by being on the ball with this first event.
Yeah, Anaheim, and then promising an exclusive. I'm keen for Sydney.
If it lasts to Sydney, I'm keen.
Assuming Sydney,
it'll be Sydney.
One day Melbourne.
Surely.
One day Melbourne.
No, it won't be Melbourne. Melbourne. These people who, if you're in the Australian thing and you think Melbourne was a fun time, you are wrong.
I had a great time in Melbourne.
How was it a good time?
It was a good time. Was it just a normal tournament?
No, it was the worst format we've ever had for a YCS in Australia.
What do you mean? You were playing Light Sworn. I was playing Pencil.
It was the worst. It was spiral format. We had feature matches where you sat on the table and passed for 5 minutes. No, Melbourne sucked. We also have the beauty, except for this year because things happened, but Sydney, in terms of how it's accommodated the Yu-Gi-Oh players and accommodated Yu-Gi-Oh setup, has been healthy.
Also, it's more central for
100%
for the other.
If you're coming from Brisbane, Western Australia, New Zealand, it's so much easier to get to Sydney.
Remind us that in the comments. I'm not entirely surely the flight to Melbourne's not as bad as surely it's just it's just a little bit longer.
I think it's more expensive. I think that's the problem. I think it's easier and cheaper for people to get to Sydney than it would be to get.
You want to see expensive? Try flying into fucking a Sharks game the night before grand final in the AFL. That's a shit fight.
I can't believe you went to Canberra for that game.
What do you mean? Canberra's not that far.
I can't believe Sharks isn't $1 after last weekend for Kurt. We're still a chance. As much as the Sharks are a chance, this format's a chance. So give it a week.
Don't give it that.
Give it a week. No. Give it a week, and it might be dead. Like, you never know. They've already figured out K9, and I think that's what's breaking me. I was so keen, and literally like 5 minutes before I came
that
out,
version of K9's not that bad.
It could be though.
K9, Vanquish K9's not that If that's the if that's a deck that there's no way in 10 years' time we're going to point and go, that deck was toxic like we do at Tier and others. It'll just be like, oh yeah, that was kind of cool.
Sorry.
You won't be whinging about it like you do with Spiral.
I've just realised that Rongo, Bamboozle, Gossip Shadow, you can't do as well because it's the same as the Toad Barmet where it's 70 points and 31.
Yeah.
So I'm happy with that. You can Rongo, but you have to do it differently.
Yeah, you have to do Rongo the old-fashioned way with what did Andrew run? The superhero quantum. No, what? Sorry, superheroes is joiner pieces. Not Power Rangers. Super Quantals. Yeah.
Gross. Oh, what's Chaos Space? That's the last question I want to ask myself before.
Before he starts going to.
Oh no! Sorry, whoops! I lied. There is a card on the list for Light One that is on the list. Charge of the Light Brigade is 33 points. That's nothing. I don't care. I just won't play.
I'm sure there's other ways to shoot it.
I probably just won't play Charge, to be honest.
Yeah, Charge isn't that good.
It's fine. It's okay. I mean, it's really good. But like, I could play.
We don't want to mill Charge.
I can just play other cards.
Yeah.
Like, I'll just play other cards.
And finally, I'm so keen to find those other cards.
It's fine.
We'll check Solar Recharge. If you're checking just
if
Light Sworn.
If Solar Recharge is on here, I think that's a shame.
There's no way.
No, it's not.
Okay, cool.
Soul Charge is 50. That's probably right.
Genesis at 33 is annoying.
Look, I do want to play BA because
I don't think any of those cards are good enough to justify it. And I thought it'd be funny to do Regenesis and Genesis. I think I already said at the top of this, so therefore we should probably call
should
this.
not be on this list.
Huh?
Starlight Safer should not be on this list. There's no guard dragons.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I would love to get to know the justifications, the math. Show us the working.
Show us you're working out.
Yeah. Well, speaking of, what a YouTuber to choose for the reveal of this.
Yeah, he did it quick. He was like 10 minutes and then he posted it. So he clearly had the info before.
Yeah, he says he has heaps of interesting supplemental information. Go check it out. Oh, I've already forgotten his name.
Riggy?
Ruffles is someone else.
Ruggles.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the other one that starts with RU. Did they just? Yeah, I don't know.
Who knows, man?
Yeah, what an interesting gimmick. Go for it.
I think it's good. I think.
We should start doing them in the gym.
Yeah, is that how we get subs? Is that how we get Konami to give us products? I will work out for you.
I'm so far away from those biceps, bro.
Nah, if I take my hoodie off, the biceps will pop through. Mate, take me back to episode 1 of this podcast where I was fat. I'm like 40 kilos thinner than I was there. It's great. It's a good time.
I'm 40 kilos thinner too, and I'm still fat.
I'm probably 30 kilos lighter now than I was in the last podcast I did on this channel. It's been that long. It's been that long.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's been a while, and for good reason, because I just tangent all the time.
That's enough about our well, let's see if we're back next week with some ideas and how we went with our week in learning this game.
I reckon I'd be back with a deck soon. I think I'll have Lightsworn built by the end of the night. I'm gonna go home and build it.
I'm gonna find the cards. I don't want to get the stuff out of the closet. There's so much. There's so many cards. Anyway, we're done. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you even made it this far, peace. That's a Jake gimmick stolen there.
You want to be the Jaker? I'm the Jaker, baby.
No matter what.